Welcome back. Sound check. All right, my lovelies. As I said, you guys are going to ask the questions today. Let me fix something real quick. It's going to be all on you for asking the questions. You can pretty much ask anything you like. I want to let you know tarot is my forte. I'm very good at tarot. You're better at asking questions, so we're going to hand it over today to the Private Eye members, and thank you all for the support of the channel. I absolutely greatly appreciate you. Also, thank you for the support of the channel to those on replay and those that are in the live audience but not in the chat. I love you all and appreciate you. Everything I share with you, Truth Train coming through, is my humble opinion. It's my interpretation of the cards. You might feel different, and that's okay too. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started right away, you guys. So, our first question comes from Jenny. Now, Jennifer Swain, over here, this is where I'll have the question posted. And let's get on to our reading screen. Okay, my lovelies. Are you ready? Let's find out the question. What happened in the 41 minutes? So, 41 minutes. What happened in the 41 minutes with Nancy Guthrie? She was alone, independent, okay, Nine of Pentacles, alone. Someone was alone. Oh, then we have an exchange. Oh God. I don't want to tell you. We have a phallic exchange. This is a phallic symbol. An exchange. Phallic. Tower moment. It's possible essay. Queen of Wands, something about power. Judgment, yes. Okay, I'm just... I pray to God that is not the case, but it does make you question it. Ooh. That's a heavy answer. Question, is Nancy Guthrie still alive? I got the Page of Cups in my lap. It slid off. And that didn't shuffle at all. So we have the Page of Cups and an Ace of Cups. We have a stinky offer with a yes, a self cup of love, new perspective of a payout. It leads to something we're not seeing, and a payout, an exchange, a payout, an exchange. What's interesting is we have the fish in the cup, but it's a self cup of love. I'm going to let you draw your own conclusion. That's the answer. I'll let you draw the dots along and figure it out. That's strange, y'all. It could be foreshadowing. Maybe there's a payout. So I'm here to pull the cards, right? Carla, question, was Nancy passed before they brought her outside? I don't even know if Nancy was in her home or if that was staged, to be honest. Carla, was Nancy passed before they brought her outside of her home? We have the Devil. An illusion. There's something wrong with the story. This is deception. Yes. And Lovers. And I don't like that. A lot of naked people all over. Look at there are only 3 cards in the tarot that have 2 individuals that are completely without clothing. The Devil, Judgment plus children naked, and the Lovers. There's an illusion. There's too many naked people. We have Lovers, Gemini energy. We have Judgment, Libra energy. We have Capricorn, Earth energy with the Devil. There is an illusion, something very serious here. I'm going to keep going, lovely. What's going on at my house? Oh, the school bus. Question. Did Virginia Guthrie know herself? Boys, that's enough. It's just a neighbor. That's enough. No, we're done. All done. I see it. It's okay. It's all fine. Stop. All right, you guys. Good question. Did Virginia Guthrie unalive herself? We have strong and independent. And we have power. Strong, independent, and someone powerful. Crossing over. A fight to the death over something. There's a fight with evidence. There's evidence of a fight. There would have been more to it. There's more to it. Even though this is a yes, it doesn't mean the whole answer is yes. It's saying yes, a fight. A fight to the death. There's power. Then there's crossing over. There's a power struggle with a fight that there's evidence on. She was trying to take a self-cup of love. So get a new perspective about unaliving herself. This was the past. This is what she invested, and this is what she harvested, in a sense. I hate to say, but there's this messenger. She was sharing evidence. She was speaking up. She was being a messenger of the evidence of what happened. And there's the high priestess. This is saying the one that knoweth that doesn't speaketh. In other words, this was because she talked. So I would lead to unfavorable for the answer. Yeah, she got too much attention, and that was the regret. And they cut her out of the picture. Death. The Magician, it's an illusion that she took her own. Wowzer. Can't even make it up. As always, you guys are so impressive when asking questions. Now, tomorrow we're going to hand it over to everybody. Let everybody ask the questions that they would like. So, private eyes, even though you'll be in that and you have the right to ask all the questions you want, just know tomorrow I will be leaning towards those that are not necessarily members, just to give them a chance as well. Jennifer Swain, question. Is there someone over Epstein controlling everything? Is there a moss bot? A moss? I can't talk. Is there a mob boss? Is there a moss bob? I can't help it. I can't say it. Is there a moss bob? An Epstein boss? Ooh. Epstein gets the 10 swords in the back. He definitely deceived us in some way. More than. Is there a boss? Somebody's known for children. Death of children. Look at that. Oh my God. Who's this Moss Bob? or Bob, or mob boss. Show me that energy. He's not being seen. He's being overlooked. Let's look deeper beyond the veil. Who is the one in charge of all of the jerky? We've got the story. We definitely have one individual that sees it all, that stands on the top of the mountain looking down on all of it. Virgo energy. They have their own home in a sense. And he is the King of Pentacles. He's the richest man in the world. And he has all the power. And he's the one making the plans. Bottom of the deck. Burdens. Knight of Wands. Defending yourself. How far you've come. To the Messenger. To the Queen of Wands. Power and work. Yeah. The Tower. He might eventually get exposed, but I don't know. He might, because he is so rich and powerful, may not get exposed. But yes, favorable for sure. Nikki UK, lovely question. Does Savannah know that Nancy has been taken because of what she has interviewed Epsom salt victims? Is Savannah aware? Queen of Wands, the power. Yeah. Favorable. Already favorable. Because this is the power of communication. Wands are communications, so that's got her stuck in her head. It's caused mental imprisonment for Savannah. Yeah. That could be why she's thinking of leaving the Today Show. And finally, regret. Poor Savannah. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Just know, Savannah, God is stronger than these evil people. And you have to be God's warrior. Justice will prevail. Yes, favorable. Savannah got the message. Wow. Oh, that's heavy. Okay, let me come back up. Let's see here. I'm trying to go in order a little bit today. Jennyfield, does Nancy's disappearance have anything to do with Savannah's husband? Got the story of the lovely Nancy. Page of Pentacles. This is a messenger about work and justice. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Bottom of the deck. Swift action was taken. Liar, cheater, thiefer. Nancy in her bed. Get a new perspective. A payout. A phallic idea. Could be about Epstein files. Yes. Wow. I was so overwhelmed when this all started coming together in the Nancy Guthrie case over the last few days, where I realized what was going on. It's just crazy. Jennifer Swing, question: is Dummy deliberately trying to divert attention from Nancy's case? Humpty Dumpty. Okay. Is Humpty Dumpty Judgment? Yes, keep it hidden, the moon. Absolutely. Judgment is the strongest yes in the deck. The moon is absolutely hidden. If it's meant to come out, it will. The World. He wants the world distracted. Ten of Pentacles. There's the Epstein Island. And single energy. He singled her out, Savannah, to overpower her, to make her regret speaking the truth and giving the power to the victim. And that is the justice. Justice is in the eye of the beholder. Remember that about the children. The Chariot, traffic of the children. Wow. Excellent questions. You guys are right on it. Hello, Marty Gibson. Question, is the person that took Nancy still in Arizona today? Right now, the person that took Nancy Guthrie, are they in Arizona? Power, Queen of Wands, and Justice. Power and Law, the Lovers. The Chariot, with a Decision. So what we've got is we have the Power. The Queen of Wands can move in any direction she wants. She's traditionally passion. And this is Justice in the eye of the beholder. Or the Epstein files. I said that earlier today, that the Lovers would be the Epstein files. This is the Traffic card, the vehicle, the Chariot, the traffic. And then we have the Decision. The question is, are they still in Arizona? Yes. There's some confusion around it. Contract, High Priestess, the one that knows, that doesn't speak. I would say it's favorable that they're still in the area. I don't know that they actually took Nancy with them, or if they took Nancy and delivered her. That'd be a good question. Nick UK question, was Nancy taken in the vehicle that is one of Luke Daly's the police took allegedly? Was Nancy taken in the Range Rover driven by Luke Daly, allegedly? Stuck energy, Knight of Pentacles, something done at night and stuck. Held with communication for a new beginning. The Tower and King of Swords, Law. It's not telling me if Nancy was taken or not. It is telling me that something around that Range Rover is stuck, where something was held. Could be Nancy, I don't know. Something's being held and stuck about the Range Rover with communications of a new beginning. There's this Tower moment for the Law. Not sure. This would lead me to believe yes. But the Tower moment for Law could be finding no evidence to suggest it in some way. I don't know. Excellent question. Jennifer Swain. Question. Did the perps wake her up while she was in the bed? If she was even at her house at this point. Jennifer Swain, did the perps wake Nancy Guthrie up in her bed? Did the perpetrators that abducted her wake Nancy up in the bed? We have the Seer. We have Victory, Acknowledgement, Acclimates, Attention. All favorable for the answer. And then the Transfer, the Crossing over. Bottom of the deck, Star is a yes. So we have this phallic plan of the payout, the exchange about children, and the one that's got the stinky offer. Yeah. Yes. They took her right out of her bed. According to the reading, they took her right out of her bed, so then she would be in her house. All good questions, y'all. Very good questions. Debbie Gazzardo. Question. Did Nancy willingly consent to a staged cover-up? Did Nancy Guthrie allegedly consent to a staged cover-up? With Wheel of Fortune, Karmic Loop, We have Ace of Wands, yes. We have ignoring something, just apathy. Oh well, gotta do it this way. And then we have the illusion, the trick. This would strongly suggest, yes, that Nancy left knowing that this wasn't what it seemed, that she is aware. She left willingly, but was she tricked and didn't know it? She didn't see that she was being tricked, but she did leave willingly, but had no idea she was being tricked. And she was about to be in a world of hurt. Archangel Michael, protector, laid to rest. This would suggest that she left intentionally, but that she didn't know the real reason. Carla Burgeon, question, did Nancy get kidnapped from her home? Did Nancy get kidnapped from her home? We have Ten of Wands, which is burden. Depending how far you've come with the Wheel of Fortune and the message. So it appears to me that it's not necessarily the home. She could have been sleeping somewhere else and been woke up out of her bed. I'm not sure about the home. What I am getting is this person, it's showing me this burdens and defending oneself, protecting how far they come with the message of the past. Bottom of the deck was Nancy in her own home. We have Ten of Cups and celebrate, almost a yes. And there's the Lovers. I'm not going to say favorable or unfavorable if she was in her house. I kind of feel that she could have been somewhere else, but that she was tricked and not told the real story as to why they were leaving. Question. Why do you use different tarot decks? Thank you. Sometimes I use a different deck because if, let's say I use this deck and the death card already came out, but I'm asking is someone alive? Well, I need a deck with that option, whether it's death or alive, so I'll take a different deck to qualify. Also, different decks. When it comes to tarot, I mainly use one deck. But these aren't tarot decks. These are oracle cards, and they give you different clues, more specific. I've got some decks, like this deck, which is all about the places, location. We don't have that in the tarot cards, right? Doesn't give me a location. This deck is about characters, people, specifically, and it can give me clues about their occupation, their personality, and so forth. But generally, it's up to the tarot reader, and you don't have to, really, but you can. Good question, and thank you. My bird Sunny question, does Sheriff Bananas and Tommaso have a relationship, meaning are they friends? Is Sheriff Nanu Nanu and Tommaso Tomato friends? We got a story. Yes. New beginning and the Emperor. Look at that. Look at that. I always say this reminds me of Tommaso. Even looks like him to me. This strongly suggests yes. Bottom of the deck. The Star. They're very acquainted. And that could be why Sheriff is so protective of them, right? Nikki is asking question, why is there Nancy's red stuff outside if she went willingly? Why is Nancy's blood outside? And even if she went willingly, elderly do tear skin tears very easily, and if you're on blood thinners, it can bleed like a stuck pig, okay? And so even leaving willingly, I've helped people out of the restroom into their room or into their home or to the dining room at the healthcare facility, and they got a skin tear and left a blood trail. Not that I did it, but that they did it. It happens. We have swift action in the plan. Maybe they were moving too fast and didn't even notice. It's all about this communication and getting attention, a lot of attention that's regretful. They did not mean to. And they regret that it got all the attention that it did. But it's this Four of Cups is ignoring, overlooking, not seeing. And this is a swift action plan, right? Three of Wands, taking action. This is the swift action. 41 minutes doesn't seem swift to us, but if you've got slow-moving granny that's like, I need to grab another pair of Epsom salt and some socks, and oh yes, I love my rosary, all right? So I don't know. But this is saying it was overlooked. Communication. Star card, Aquarius energy, with Six of Wands, a victory and regret. So they have regret that that blood is there. It almost looks like they didn't even notice that they had dropped a bunch of blood. That, or it's to get the attention and staged. You could see it as that way too. Good question. Ooh, you're getting the goat, Miss Jennifer Swain. You're getting double goats. Double goats. Double goats. Excellent question. Jennifer Swain. Is Epsom salt alive? Is Jeffrey Epstein actually alive and well? Allegedly. Truth spoken. King of Swords. Truth spoken. Knight of Wands. There is your lover. Phallic lover. In and out energy. King or Knight of Wands, right? Hold on just a Jeff. The fool, he got a whole new beginning. The one that knoweth that don't speak of. Here's the blueprint, the plan for defense, and it's total betrayal of the truth. He's traveling the world. He might even be watching Mama D. Karmic situation, things that repeat. He's going to do the same old thing. He's going to go get all the little orphans. He's going to give them some mental imprisonment. He's going to overabundance drink and, burdens. Yes. According to the cards, it's very, very likely and favorable. But he is all well and good. Look at that. Nobody seeing him? Payout. Yep. That's wild. Hello, Juror. Juror 13 says, question. Did the U.S. Gov officially hire cartel to take out Nancy? Allegedly. Confusion. So that's the Five of Wands, which is confusion. Ace of Wands is phallic. And a yes. And then we just got the story. We're going to walk it. We have learned more about it. There has to do with not just cartel, but it's somebody in law. It's somebody that has high power, that is betraying the public to defend themselves and keep that truth speaker. from getting all the attention. So I don't think it's cartel, but it's definitely a payout. The confusion tells me it wasn't cartel. It could be a gang member, but not necessarily cartel. Oh my goodness. Hello, cracking. Question. Is Nancy's body in the water with the rock tied around her body keeping her down? Is Nancy's body in the water? Is Nancy's body in water? We have the Three of Cups. We have the payout. And we have the King of Wands, somebody very, very powerful, the drug dealer on speed dial. This could be the gang leader, if you will. It could also be, you know, Jeffrey paying out. Could have been right Jeffrey paying out. Paying someone that likes to party. These are just low-level people here. They're just like barmaids, if you will. And I'm not saying you're a low-level person. I'm saying they don't have the power that this king has. Regretful. So this powerful person paid someone else that's not of high level to do it. Interesting. Okay, let me see here. Kraken also asks, is Nancy in the house and the color is yellow? Is Nancy in, oh my head. Is Nancy in a house? Okay, I can't do two questions. Okay, I can do, is Nancy in a yellow house? Is Nancy in a yellow house? Payout, nightmare. And then the children card, the family card, nightmare for the family, payout, nightmare for the family. Is she in a yellow house? I'm going to say unfavorable to a yellow house. I don't really have anything. This could be favorable, but this is very unfavorable. This is basically saying there was payout. This is saying imprisonment. But I can't say if it's yellow or not. How about that? Okay, and I can't say that she's in a house. I wish I could always have all the answers. Ooh, Zoe, I'm gonna let you ask the last question. I run out of energy, y'all, but I've been doing my best. Zoe is asking, Zozo says, was the missing person report on Nancy Guthrie issued actually on the 31st of January genuine? All right, so we all know the missing report is dated the night before, the day before Nancy went missing, on the 31st. Is that genuine? We have confusion with something that happens repetitively, and we have the Emperor. I cannot say yes or no. This is absolute confusion. This is saying it happens all the time, and it's also saying, in a sense, that it's something with power. You could see it as electronical, but this is confusion because of something that happens over and over again. It's an illusion. There was an exchange with a liar, cheater, thiefer, and a car, an offer for money that is very regretful. Walking away on that plan. So I would say not necessarily truthful at all. It could be that it's a computer issue with the Wheel of Fortune. It's something that happens repetitively, and that is what they said. That lady explained it. All right, my lovelies, there we have it. Please hit that like button. I work so hard for y'all. I truly do. I appreciate the like because it helps my channel out, which helps me. I try to give everything to you guys, and I appreciate you. So reciprocate, lovely. All right, my loves, that is what I have for you today. I need a drink real quick. And I hope that whatever the truth is, that it comes out. I do want to dig into the Zorro Ranch. And so that's where I'm headed. And it could be a bumpy ride, you guys, going forward. True crime is serious, and it's real, and it's heavy. And no, I don't want to find out what really happened at Zorro. But I have to know, if you get me. So tomorrow, I will be digging into the Zorro Ranch in Mexico, where a lot of information's coming out from the Epstein salt files and about possibly Romanian children that are buried. It's very concerning. So we'll be doing readings tomorrow, a lot more depth, and I think it's time for us to really look at this situation a lot stronger, in the sense that we don't take everything like it's bait. Maybe we're being baited because we're empaths and we care about the elderly. So we're being baited and we're following that, when really there's a whole bunch of problems over here. And in order for us to stop what's going on over there, wherever there may be, we have to really keep on the mark. So with that, we put our energy to saving the innocent children. At least that's what our channel's going to do. So I hope you'll stay with me as we join this fight. Because if you're not against the trafficking and the essaying and the red rumming of the innocent lives, then you're for it. So we've got to put ourselves in this battle. It's not something I want to do, it's something I have to do. I love you, always and forever. Keep your family safe. Keep your loved ones off of, don't put your children out there on Facebook and so forth. Keep their faces off there. You don't want a lot of attention on your children. Don't be showing your baby on TikTok all the time. We got people eating jerky, and it's not beef jerky, if you follow. Hate to leave it there, but it's a word to the wise. I love you as always, and I will see you again soon. Thank you for all the love and support, and I offer my love and healing energy to you. Bye for now, my beautiful.
From the dust I was born, to the dirt I shall return. When my eyes are closed, in the shadows, my